goodness, Reese, it is celebration time, book birthday time. You know, I'm already like super duper excited. I had like a song. I was gonna be like, happy birthday to Reese. Happy birthday to Reese. Happy book birthday. You know me. I'm gonna sing all that good stuff. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Oh my goodness. Okay, first of all, I get to hang out with Reese Ryan for the release of her new book. Oh my goodness, Return to Hummingbird Way. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm super duper excited. Can y'all tell? I tried to dress like the cover. Reese, how did I do? I hope I did okay.
You did way better than I did. You did way better than I did.
Well, happy book birthday. How does it feel? Because see, guys, I have like a little behind the scene. I remember when Reese was in the writing cave, when she was on deadline, all that good stuff. So to see today, even Reese with the, when you did the cover reveal, even when you did the things leading up to today, all of that good stuff, I was super duper excited. So for you, first question is, how do you feel on today?
I am honestly so glad that this book is finally out. It feels like it's been forever since the release of the first book in the series. First book in the series was Second Chance on Cypress Lane.
Yes.
And as a matter of fact, I was just at a book club this weekend where we discussed the book. So it was really nice to kind of go back and discuss the book. But that book came out at the end of 2020. So It's been a long time we were waiting for this sequel to come out, right? And this book was originally scheduled to come out last summer. So I've been waiting forever for y'all to get this book. I love these characters so much. I love the story so much. And so I'm so excited for readers to get a hold of it. And I was especially excited for you and Stephanie Jacobs to get a chance to see the book because y'all were my early readers of the book. And so y'all were beta readers of the book. And so I am so grateful to y'all because I really, really feel like y'all helped me make this book better. And so I am really, really excited for y'all to read it and to see what you think of it.
Oh, Reese, don't make me cry, Reese. And for me, again, it's always an honor as well. And so I was just, again, super duper excited because like I said, you kind of know like the behind the scenes and to see that, wow, it's really here now is just amazing. Guys, once you read it, if you haven't read it already, oh my goodness, you would just fall in love with the characters. And we're going to talk a little bit about the characters too. Of course, we got to talk about Mama Mae and Sin and Garrett, all these amazing characters in this book. But Reese, when you first, because of course, this is the second book in a series or what have you, but for this book, for you, can you share with us a little bit about what inspired it? And of course, like I said, we got the first book, but what inspired these characters and knowing like what their plot was going to be about?
So it's so okay. So basically, their characters and their storylines started to come alive for me as I was writing the first book, Second Chance on Cypress Lane. So as I always feel like I write these stories where there's a best friend who comes and just takes over the story. And so I feel like in Second Chance on Cypress Lane, definitely Sam was that character who kind of came in there and was taking over a bit. And so, so as I started to write that story, I already started to just develop this idea of her and the best friend, his best friend, who's also his cousin, Rett, hating each other and having this love-hate relationship. And so as I was writing that story, what was happening between them in terms of their animosity toward each other in high school started to come alive. But it wasn't until I started writing this book that I really started to get deep into both of their individual characters and their family drama and what kind of propelled them to be who they were. That all came to light as I was writing this book. But
wow,
the whole animosity with them and stuff that first came alive in the last book, and you saw little hints of it in the first book and Second Chance on Cypress Lane. But
I love it. And Reese, I like to do a little roll call. We got Queso Bless Edmondson hanging out with us. She's ready to party. Hey, Elle Wright Elle Wright is in the house, guys. Oh my goodness. And y'all will hear a little bit from Elle Wright a little bit later because she's a part of the party as well. Ola is in the house. Louise Brown is in the house, guys. And thank you. And of course, go ahead, like, tag, and share. Tell them that the party has started for Reese's release day. Of course, guys, there is going to be lots of amazing authors coming out to celebrate with Reese on today. But we're kicking it off, guys, giving you a little bit of tea spilling, not a lot, just a little bit to wet your whistles as well. So go tell everybody to come on over to Racy Reads and enjoy this amazing book celebration with Reese Ryan. Now, Reese, let's talk about two things. I want to talk about the title and I want to talk about the cover. So we'll start with the title, Returning to Hummingbird Way. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's the title of the book. Now, as you was writing the first book, okay, did this title kind of come in your mind when you started writing this one? Was it your working title? How did this title come about? Look, spill a little tea for us today.
So when we went to name the first book, Second Chance on Cypress Lane, my editor for the series had the idea of using the naming convention of like street names and stuff, which is something common that they do with small town romances.
Okay.
And so once we started doing that, I had already like had a map of the island and stuff like that. So I really was like all about making this map and knowing who lived on what street and all
that is so cool.
So Cypress Lane is the street that now Dexter and Dakota live on. And so Hummingbird Lane I knew that was going to be where Rett's grandmother lived. And so, yeah, so that's kind of how it came about. So you could expect something similar with the other titles in the series where it has some kind of street name or whatever.
I love that.
And maybe like the trope that's in it. So, yeah, so that's how that came about. So that actually helped to know, okay, we're going to be going in that direction going forward. And it's kind of fun, coming up with the different street names and stuff because I wanted it to be like trees that are native to North Carolina and things like that. So, and then I was really happy with the Hummingbird Way that when they came up with the cover, since you mentioned the cover, that they actually they put the little hummingbird on the cover. You can't see it here, but
super
like the
cool.
little hummingbirds on the cover, and it almost looks like the hummingbird has drawn the title. And so I just loved when they did that. So that was super
right.
Cool.
I love that. And speaking of the cover, it is super cool. And guys, of course, if you've read the book or if you are getting ready to read the book, you'll know the significance of this house that's on there too. But tell us a little bit about this cover. Did you kind of share with them any insight of what you wanted the cover to look like, or how did that go for you for Return to Hummingbird Way?
So it's a beach town. So usually they want to have some kind of a hint of the beach on the cover. So both books have a hint of the beach. And for this book, particularly Mama Mae's cottage that ends up getting renovated, plays a huge role in the story. And
yes.
So, they asked me for, inspiration photos for, what the house might look like and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where that came from for both of them, actually. For Dakota's house on that, because it's like a totally different house. It's like a big Victorian or whatever.
Yeah.
And so on both of them, they kind of asked, okay, well, like, what's the inspiration, the house inspiration for the story? And that's how it came about. So, and then I love that they incorporated too my hot pink, my favorite hot pink.
Yes. Yes.
I use whenever I get a chance to. We incorporate that in the title, and I was really happy about that.
I love it. See, guys, I did good. I got my hot pink on, my magenta on. I got my little cobalt blue. I mean, I love it. I love it. Now, Reese, of course, because I know the people are on the edge of their seats and they want to know a little bit more about this particular book and the characters. But for this book, and of course, guys, like we said, there's the first book or what have you, but with Return to Hummingbird Way, can you share a little bit with us about these characters? Again, let's start with Mama Mae. If you had to describe Mama Mae in like 3 words, and I know if you need more because you're an author, you can go ahead and have more. But if you could describe her in like 3 words, what would you say about Mama Mae? I love Mama Mae, guys.
I love her too. She is insightful.
Mm-hmm.
Irreverent. And let me see. I'm gonna make the last one loving, because that's where it all comes from, is a place of love.
It does. Yes.
She wants the best for him. She wants the best for grandson. She wants the best for the people in her town.
Mm.
And I just love her. She's 82 years old and she knows what she wants. You know,
Yes.
some of the jokes and stuff, the things she says to him in the beginning, like
It's
embarrass him so bad.
And guys, let me just tell you, you know, Mama Mae got that old school matchmaking abilities. Okay, let's just say that. Okay, and she, you know, she kind of like she on a sneak tip with it. Okay, but she know what she doing. Okay, I love that.
Mama Mae is a mess, and I love her so much. And I love that she has gotten mentioned so many times in different reviews and stuff because she is just like there's always some character, like I said, that a secondary character that kind of comes and steals the show, and so that's Mama Mae in this book.
I love it. I love it. And of course, you know, we got to talk about Garrett Davenport. What can you tell us about Garrett, and what did you enjoy about writing Garrett's character?
I guess the thing I loved so much about, I don't know, I just love, there's so much to love about Garrett for me. Because,
yes.
You know, I love a broken character, right? And so he is a broken character, but he's definitely kind of on that journey of learning and healing and becoming a better person. And so that's the other thing that I love hearing in reviews is people talking about how they love his character development, both of their character development, but his especially. And so, so I love that. And I also appreciated that I was able to represent a character who he had learning disabilities in school. And that was a difficulty for him and something that he had to kind of learn to deal with as an adult. You know, not that it goes away, but you learn to manage it better when you know and accept the diagnosis and work toward it. So just, I love that. And I just loved the fact that, you know, just how he was working on this thing with his family and stuff, you know, because he had the stepfather and the mother that didn't get along when he was younger. So all these different relationships and stuff, he realizes he needs to repair. And he has been working on them prior to us getting to this point, to the start of the book. But we really start to see him start to work on and improve and his perspective change on some of those relationships. So I guess that's the thing I love about Garrett. And then I just love how much he loves her.
You see, I'm like blushing. Oh my goodness. And we're going to talk a little bit about that too. But guys, if you are just joining us, oh my goodness, I'm Angela Anderson. I'm hanging out with Reese Ryan. We are kicking off her release day celebration, guys. Return to Hummingbird Way. It is hot off the press on today. Guys, we have some amazing authors that are going to be following up throughout this evening. So if you haven't already, like, tag, and share, tell them about Racy Reese to come on over and join in on the fun on today. And of course, Reese, before, we get off, we got to talk about Sinclair. Describe her for the people on today.
So one of the things that early in the book that Rett says is that she reminds him of Whitney Gilbert from a different world, like her voice and stuff.
So we paint the picture for you guys. We paint the picture for you.
So she's a biracial woman. And she has that very kind of Southern belle, kind of thing about her. Loves to cook, loves to take care of people. She's all about her career, especially after, a horrible breakup, several years ago. And so, she's just, I love her because she loves her town. She loves her community. She has no desire to leave. She loves what she does. She loves the work that she does. She loves the people in her lives, and she wants to take care of them. But I really appreciate too the growth that she has in terms of because that's one of the things. Like a lot of times, in this particular story, they're like hate crushes. They hated each other in school. They gave each other the business. They played the dozens, whatever. But especially for her, she kind of felt okay. It was all him. He was the problem. And I was just trying to deal with it. And as they kind of their relationship develops now, she realizes too the role that she played in a lot. And then that she misunderstood him. And then that kind of, exacerbated the problems. And so they kept going at each other. So it was interesting. It was nice for me to see both of them grow in that way and learn about each other's past as they start to reveal to each other vulnerabilities and stuff. So
yes,
it was fun. It was just so many things about so many conversations with them were so much fun to write. Like their whole trip that they make to Wilmington together. It's like a 4-hour trip, right? They gotta drive there. They go there for
I was gonna let the people be wondering about that, but let me just tell you guys, if you have not read it yet, of course we know today is the release day. What are you waiting for? Go ahead and get it. It's available in ebook. It's available in print. Guys, it is an amazing story. It's one of those stories that I'm telling you, once you start, you will not want to put it down. And again, we are celebrating with Reese on today. And Reese, I just want to tell you, happy book birthday. Oh my goodness. It's just such an exciting time. I want you guys to know that Angela Literary Cafe, I am sponsoring an Amazon gift card. So if you have commented in the comment section during our kickoff section as well, I think they will be announcing the winners on tomorrow. So we will let you know who is the winner from the kickoff of an Amazon gift card as well. Our time is almost up, guys, because we have some amazing other authors that are going to be sharing with you guys on this evening. So like I said, definitely hang in there. There is lots of fun that is going on today as well. And the last question that we will ask Reese before we get ready to head out so you guys can have more fun as well. Reese, overall, what did you enjoy about writing Return to Hummingbird Way?
I would say mostly it's just the relationships, the friendships. So like we definitely have the deep friendships between our last heroine, Dakota, and this heroine, Sinclair. But also there's really deep, important friendships between the two men as well. And I love that. But also and before we go, I want to make sure I quickly answer 2 questions. First of all, Ola Lawson, thank you so much. She said you got our copy today. So, and thank y'all for joining us. And Dolores Lee asked, do you have to read the first book to read the second? How much are the two connected? So you absolutely do not have to read the first one to read the second one. However, the first couple figures prominently in the story because they're the best friends of this couple respectively. And also we're planning their wedding. So you'll definitely see this couple a lot in this book. You can certainly read it without having read the first one. But if you read the first one, you're gonna recognize all the people and stuff in this book and stuff. So it's just really a matter of choice. But thank y'all so much, all of y'all, for joining us, whether you're here now or you're watching the replay later. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget that Angela is sponsoring a gift card. If you comment on this video, and then I have posts that have been running while we've been talking, where I'm doing some giveaways, and then people are going to be giving away things all night. So, and a post will be up for at least 24 hours, if not more, so that you'll have a chance, if you're coming later and watching this, to still participate.
I love it. Well, guys, that's our time for the kickoff. You got some amazing authors coming up next. Again, a happy release day, Reese. Let's get the celebration started. Guys, go tell somebody to come and join us as well, and get your copy of Return to Hummingbird Way. All right, thanks, Reese. See you guys a little later. Bye.
Take care. Thank y'all so much. Have a good time tonight.